Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're jumping straight into the eye makeup today and I'm using the old-fashioned Tarte Pro palette and I'm going in with the first shade is Mod and I'm really packing that into the crease area. We are doing a cut crease, so I find really defining that area first and packing on as much pigment as possible really goes a long way. And to blend out the edges, I'm taking the shade Aura or Oro from the Festival by Juvius Place, and I'm using that yellow shade to really diffuse the edges. That way you get a really cool transition shade and it's like you create your own shade with those two mixing together as well. Then I just grabbed a clean blending brush and just sort of made sure that everything was really diffused. This look sort of is about blending and I'm not the best at it, so more the merrier with blending. I'm going in with the darkest shade, which is called Vamp, which is like a really dark purple shade, and I'm really building the intensity around the crease area and also that outer corner, just to save a little bit more colour payoff later on. And then I just went back in with the Mod shade and sort of blended those two shades together. You know, blending is key. I highlighted the brow bone with Classic. And then I cut the crease, or cut my lid, with the Anastasia concealer. I just find that's really good. And I also went in with like really fine brush to get that crease looking pretty damn perfect. I went in with that dark shade again just to blend the shades together. And the highlight of the show is called Trendy. It's like this blue teal metallic shade. It's super pretty and I just packed that onto my lid area. Taking a break from the eyes, we're going to the face. I'm using the W7 Magic Prime Balm. This is really good and super affordable. I'm super impressed with it. And for foundation, I'm using my current favorite is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define shade W or F7, and I'm kind of obsessed with this. It's really good. And it's just like I love the applicator and I love the finish and I love the price point, and it's definitely going to make a monthly favorite. I'm going to be doing some cream contouring, so I'm using the Makeup Obsession cream contour in light, and I've kind of been obsessed with cream contouring because I have really dry skin and I found that cream contouring really goes a long way on my skin type. And the shade is really nice. It's quite cool toned, it's not overly ashy but it's definitely not warm by any means, and it blends out so well and it's really affordable. For concealer, I'm using my current favorite, which is the Fenty Beauty Concealer, and my lord, this stuff is expensive, but it doesn't crease. Holy, I don't understand what the formula she's done with it. It's so good. It doesn't crease under my eyes, and I'm obsessed with it, and it blends out like a dang dream. Let me know your current favorite concealer, because this is definitely mine right now. And of course, I'm going in with my favorite translucent powder, which is the Coloupop Translucent Setting Powder. This ensures that everything doesn't crease. Like, that Fenty concealer with this powder is just so good. So dang good. To warm up the skin, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in O2 Warm. This is a very warm bronzer, so you do have to be quite careful. But I find with the cool toned contour that I've done, this sort of just really ties the look together, and I really like this bronzer at the moment. Going back to the eyes, I'm just taking that really dark purple, I think it was Vamp, and I'm smoking that on my lower lash line. I'm going really close because I don't want to put anything in my waterline, but I wanted it to sort of look like I did. I sort of repeat the process for the bottom as I did with the top, so I go from really dark to lighter and then I finish it off with the yellow shade, so everything's sort of blended and sort of ties together with this top look a little bit better. I wanted to be a little bit extra and put some glitter on, so I'm using this glitter by BYS, and this was a hit and miss. I really liked the colour it gave off, but it was very difficult to apply. It wasn't very opaque, and I didn't realise it actually took some of the shadow off on the base, and that's really annoying. I just highlighted with a shimmery shade from the Juvius Place palette, and then for blush, I'm taking this old school Maybelline palette and using the neutral shade in it, just for a bit of flush of colour, and I'm also highlighting with the shade, well, the highlighter shade in that palette. Now if I was after a subtle highlight, this was definitely the shade that I would have gone with, and it was very subtle. It was super subtle, probably a little bit too subtle for what I wanted, but it was pretty, and it made my skin look glowy rather than beaming, which is weird. I'm just lining my lip with the LA Girl lip liner, I think it was like natural, and then I'm filling them in with the Maybelline liquid lipstick or like liquid lacquer. I'll list everything down below. I'm just filling those in. I do actually realize in these shots that my lips are very uneven. I didn't realize. Hopefully I realized later on and fixed them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like the video, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, night, or wherever you are. Bye guys.